it really opens up a lot of opportunities for people that definitely don't have that 10 grand sitting in, somewhere. And I'm sure you'll get a whole different customer base off of this. The Ohio Painting Company podcast. We're all back again, and we're in the back room of OPC. It's good to see you guys together again. We've seen, a lot of moving around, I think. Nick's been on the road. Kevin, you've been joining us from wherever you are when it's time to jump on the pod, but it's good to have you guys back again. Jarvin in the background. It's good to see you.
Jarvin in the background. There we
go. There it is.
Key employee, not
all
employee,
right.
Key sub, the man.
All right.
One of the best crews out there.
Good to see everybody.
That's
back
right.
at OPC. So something I want to mention right off the bat here is OhioPainting.com. It has a new look. It's gone pink. So explain a little bit about what's going on and how people can, I guess, enjoy what you guys are enjoying right now on the torso area.
Yeah, it's called Rocktober in most places, but we're calling it Breastober.
Okay. So I mean, what was the decision behind that? Why would that happen? I mean, breast cancer awareness. I mean, am I on the right track there? Talk to me.
Yeah,
about
definitely doing a little bit of funding, and we're doing some fundraising on the store. We've got a little store site where you can pick up a T-shirt, and by the time this airs, which will probably be tomorrow, they'll be more than welcome. Got a cool little dog dish, even almost like is it a Yeti?
It's a Yeti-style.
It's a Yeti-style.
Thermally insulated, but it's it is customizable to whoever Fido or Norris or Diamond, whatever your dog's name is. Rest in peace.
Me
Hattie and Walter.
Dog named Boo.
I don't know why, but my dogs have never drank out of their water bowl before.
Because you left the toilet lid open.
That's very true, and they've become very acclimated to that, and that's their watering source.
Yeah, that just sounds like that's how you choose to delegate, right? You delegate to your toilet.
Yeah, every single one of us uses the toilet in the house.
Then you just go out. You just go out into the harbor behind you to use the real restroom, right?
We're on vacation here. It's actually pouring rain, so I had to take a picture when it was sunny. From our second home here, and I put that behind me. So
he's just going to continue to elaborate this falsity. Let's see.
You had to trek to the top of that mountain to plant your Starlink so you could gain proper access to the sky.
That deck gets extremely slippery when it rains. Like we were out there a little bit ago.
Yeah, I was convinced. I was like,
no, I got word from folks. They say your background is the absolute worst thing you could possibly have on a podcast. And I do a lot of interviews with folks, and they're big time pest control people. They have had these businesses that they started out of their garage, and they've grown them up to be these, multi-million-dollar companies, similar to what you guys do, but it's like, pest. They go out and kill bugs. And they're sitting with these just, lavish backgrounds. There's none of this going on, so I know it's real. And it's just gorgeous. I was talking to this one guy, and he was in Florida. This was several months back. And he totes around on a truck one of those tiny homes. And he just parks it somewhere. And it has like you can tell it's one of those small homes. It's got like the weird industrial air conditioner that's just stuck on the wall. There's no extra
right on
stuff like that. The ceiling is very small and goes down to the walls to the sliding glass door that goes out onto the deck that you have to flip out and stuff like that. Super cool. But
super cool.
My folks said my background has to be changed, so we went
Got to get rid of it.
We went with the lake. That's the one. It'll probably be different next week. So weather changed. That's good news for grass. I don't know. You guys might have gotten rained out on a couple projects. What happened?
I mean, it's a minor delay on that when you can compare it to everything else going on between Florida and Asheville, North Carolina. My kids went without Wi-Fi and power for about 2 days. That was a travesty.
Rough, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how
the struggle's real.
I don't know how they made it, but they did. I was praying for
Isn't
them.
that-
Oh, yeah, just praying for my children that they can make it through a Wi-Fi droughtage. Like, all right, no. Here's some real shit. This is what people are going through.
Yeah.
Let's change your perspective a little bit. You know, I mean, like, I know that college game day or NCAA or whatever and playing with your friends is like necessary, like Flintstone vitamins, but no, it's not.
It's still
You know?
Flintstone vitamins.
I mean, I think that they do. It's outlasted the cartoon.
Yeah. Wow,
Wow.
that's cool.
I
Right,
never
you
took.
know,
I don't know. I never knew about. I mean, I knew about them, of course, but we never had them.
they still are there still Flintstone vitamins?
There must be something non-PC about it because Kings Island got away with this with Flintstones. Like you don't see them anywhere except for like what is that? What's that thing called when you have a memory that everybody has a shared memory and
Oh, right,
then,
but it's wrong.
but then it's wrong. It's like what if the Flintstones actually never existed?
Right.
What if you
Right.
took that red pill?
It's called
they
the
were never even-
Mandela Effect. And it goes through all different kinds of things. I mean, there's always another one that pops up every few months, and you're like, "Holy cow!" You know,
Mandela
did Curious
Effect,
George
okay.
have a tail, or was it Berenstein or Berenstain Bears? How was it
Uh-huh.
spelled? And
Well, they've even got gummies, so they must be for adults. Flintstone gummies.
like good gummies or
I'm
like
just kidding.
Haribo.
Well, no, they're
They're
vitamins.
multivitamins.
Yeah, they're good gummies.
plant based. They're plant.
Everything is from the earth.
Yeah. Yeah, right there, plant based. No. Yeah, let me shut this door.
It was funny you guys were talking about things that you didn't know were still in existence, but I was listening to an old commercial and they pop up on Instagram and stuff like that. I follow a page that gives us all sorts of things that we forgot about, like old Chevy Cavalier commercials, like how intense they used to be. Like, this is the car you need. And it's just like, holy shit.
Chevy
you know?
Cavalier.
Like, man, they were marketing the hell out of that thing when it was new. But I was watching this old, I forget who it was. I think he was a basketball player. I can't remember what his name was, but he starts spouting off all of these shoe brands that I thought were like brand new. And this commercial was from like the mid 80s. And he was like, I want to see, not like Adidas. I know Adidas has been around for a long time, but he did say Brooks. And the Brooks shoe company, I assumed was brand new. And apparently not. They probably just didn't have the marketing budget like they do now. So that was kind of weird.
What's the other one? Foot something? That used to be
No, there's FootJoy, but
FootJoy, yeah, they've been around that
that
long.
was a golf brand. Though,
yeah,
wasn't it?
back in the day it was a
Yeah.
golf brand, yeah.
Yeah. Then you got like Fila.
Fila's been
When
around a
Fila
little
went
bit.
away, but I'm sure they remain popular in some form. I think they're starting to come back. Reebok is funny. We were watching what was that we were watching? It was old Michigan Ohio State footage, and there's Reebok man. Everybody's wearing Reebok, and Jack is like, Reebok was cool at one point. Like Reebok was the thing. It was like
Yeah.
Nike took market share shortly after Reebok's. Like everything's Nike now. Like that's all the kids, either that or Yeezys. I mean, Adidas has still stayed in the game, even though I guess they got rid of Ye now, and I don't know. Like they'll continue I don't know what that arrangement looks like, but yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what's in the past. I mean, what'll come back. What was I? Oh, we're talking about earlier
Reebok's been
about
around since
about
1958.
since 58.
Yeah.
Wow.
But Pete Rose passed yesterday, and that was that's a shame. But anyhow, it's been fun to listen to 700 WLW and nostalgia, and they're playing back some of his. They called him a pitch man. He had a couple commercials, and one was for Aqua Velva.
Oh wow.
Smell like a real man, an Aqua Velva man. And then Mike threw in a story about how Father's Day he didn't have anything to wear to honor his dad, so he found a bottle of Old English or English leather, and he lathered up with that, and his fiance didn't want anything to do with him.
Say he smelled like baby powder.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He's like, I'm wearing this for my dad. And I don't know if they.
So they're no longer.
I don't see English leather making a comeback.
I don't either. No.
What's the green stuff called?
That was the Aqua Velva, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was
Aqua
it green
Velva was
stuff?
always blue.
Was it
Definitely
Brute?
blue.
Brute.
Brute. Yeah, but I
Brute.
never knew how to, I didn't know if it was Brut or Brute. So I'm glad you said that. So it is Brute, right?
Brute.
Well, the
Yep.
two dots over the U, right? Brute.
Oh, okay.
Brute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brute. I got some of that and I mean it dried my face out like crazy and it hurt like
You use it
it
on your
was
face?
Yeah, that's what you
it's
did.
it's
Oh, really?
aftershave.
They
Oh,
had an
like
aftershave.
aftershave.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah, I'm okay. Nick's like, wait, you put it on your face?
That's not what I put.
That's not what a man does.
Oh my gosh. All right. Back to shoes, Kevin. When we were kids, our shoes, I mean, flat bottom skateboarding shoes, you know all about this. I know you do. Etnies, Element, Audio, that whole skateboarding world that me and your sons were in, we had to have those types
Yeah.
of shoes. You know, it had the huge tongue on it to prevent you
Yeah.
from hurting yourself should you roll your ankle at the skate park. And maybe that's why I never got into sports because I didn't have the proper shoes. I was always wearing Etnies with,
Always
you know,
running like you're flat footed.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No shout out to DC. DC's like,
DC. I forgot about DC. They had the
Yeah.
tongue.
That's our
DC
boy.
had the tongue.
That's our boy here, right?
Yep.
Henry?
Yep. Rob.
Rob Deerdeck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he gave us a few hats one day.
That's
I don't
pretty
think
awesome.
he's part of them anymore. He's still tied in the Alien Workshop. Used to be over here in Miamisburg.
Yeah, we actually almost moved into his old building.
Oh, that would have been incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was very functional for us though.
No, it was underground.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? His show, The Fantasy Factory, that was in Los Angeles, was it?
That was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
talk
that
about.
was well past Ohio days. He'd come
Yeah.
back here to visit mom and dad,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
It would have been cool. There's an old Dayton Daily News building. They weren't there very long, just long enough to get their tax break, and then they
Mhm.
scooched out. But another building, well, it sat empty for quite a while, but gorgeous building right on the side of the interstate. I always thought it would be really cool if he'd put a fantasy factory there, you know, like a new one, just to kind of vamp up the area a little bit, you know, whatever. But
Mhm.
never happened.
Man, talk about a guy that just wanted to be Rob Deerdeck. I mean, he definitely blew up when the Fantasy Factory stuff was going on, but then they started
Yeah.
throwing a bunch of stuff at him like, hey, if you want to get bigger and bigger and bigger, you got to keep doing this stuff. And I don't think he took any of it. He still has his show Ridiculousness or something like that. I'm not sure if they're still cranking out episodes, but he never like jumped into acting roles. He never really took it any farther than that. And those are my favorite kind of people.
I think that
People
sounds
just
like
don't-
that's an Ohio boy right there. It's
Right.
just know your limits. Don't break off more than you can chew. And like he wrote it, and then he wanted to downsize and simplify.
His mom went to his family goes to Fairhaven Church in Centerville.
Really?
So and so he'd always come by. That's where we ended up getting the hats from. But anyway, one time she was on the show and she was sitting in front of a whiteboard. So, whiteboard's behind her. And she loves Jesus. And he had put on the whiteboard, either she loves Jesus or something about, just loving God.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was cool,
Something else I wanted to talk about was the opportunity that people have for financing. I think was another thing I was talking to your marketing folks about, and they created a graphic and I put it up on socials. So that is new, correct?
Yeah, we are got a partnership with WiseTack, and subject to credit approval, we are we still offer discounts at certain points in the season. But in lieu of that, also, to do a project right, it's easy. We talked about this. It's you can literally put paint on anything, and that's an easy process. Does it mean it's going to last or stick? Absolutely not. And so, in order to do paint projects correctly, there is money involved to keep things protected, to make sure things are clean and prepped properly, and the right products are used. So, I mean, you can't just use any paint on anything. It takes a lot more effort, and we know that from feedback, and our customers, our clientele are people that have assets and things, but it's still nobody has an extra 10, 20 grand just laying around,
Right.
And it's not, painting is a great transformative process. It's very satisfactory. It's still a tough thing that we understand at home. It's not your most favorite thing to spend an extra 10 or 20 grand on. Any remodeling project, but painting's necessary. So anyhow, if you don't have that extra money sitting around, we are partnered with WiseTack. There are many financing options available. And in lieu of some of our discounts that we offer in the winter, for a project, say you're doing the whole house, we offer up to 24 months, 0% interest financing. And you would take that on, and then in lieu of a discount, we would take the
I can't shut
we
up.
would take on the processing cost of that. And anyhow, it's the cost of business, but it's something we're really excited about, though. It is going to make our services more available to because I don't have 10 grand sitting around. I mean, and we present these numbers, and they're honest numbers, and we do honest work, but that money's not always there. So pretty excited to offer that to our future clients and the current clients that we have bids sitting with, and feedback on it's been pretty awesome, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's anytime only the one lady said that she didn't need it.
Yeah.
She was 18. I don't know if it's even right to say, but nobody knows her name. So $18,000 for 4 weeks in Florida is what she's going to do this year. And she's upset because last year she had 6 weeks for $18,000. So they took 2 of those weeks away for the same price.
So that's what she's paying to stay down there.
That's what she's paying to stay down there.
Wow.
Interesting. Yeah.
She's done very well. Now, luckily, she's recently told our project manager, who is Corey, my son, that I was cute. So, hey, you never know.
I'll tell you what, right there, you can run with that stuff. It kind of goes all the way back to what I was talking about with taking advantage of older people to because they don't know how artificial intelligence works.
Oh, you're talking about my age, yeah.
Right, yeah.
I'm a 60-year-old, yeah. I have no clue and would be gladly to pay you. Yeah, I will find $10,000 that Nick doesn't have because he's got 20, Oh, that's funny.
I got $20.
$20.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true. It cost us about 10% to get us to get people financed. And it's a good discount. If you're looking for a discount, other than that, you're not going to find it. If you're using our financing, because we're already in for it, for the 10%, but it really does help. It does a lot. Some people don't need it, but even if you don't need it, what else for 12 months, you can defer your month, defer your payments monthly. That's money in the bank. You're making money in the bank right there. So
now this is the first time you've ever offered something like this, right?
Yeah, we've got financing, that you can get. But yeah, this is the first time that we've ever
offered
0%. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, that's a perfect ad read, I think, right there. Something we've really never done before in the middle of the show. So I love it. I think it's a perfect thing for folks. It really opens up a lot of opportunities for people that definitely don't have that 10 grand sitting in, somewhere. And I'm sure you'll get a whole different customer base off of this.
Yeah, there's definitely something to look into it for. Even if it's just a couple $1,000s, the job, that's all it is, if you're scooching, on $2,000, if you're scooching that out for 12 months, my goodness, you talk about cheap payments,
No doubt.
Yeah. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Well, nice work all around. I think that's awesome that you guys are able to offer that. Like I said, it's going to bring in a whole bunch of new people that, just assumed that once you guys are done, it's time to pay up. So that's awesome. That's the show, folks. Thank you so much for coming back on. We'll be with you next week, hopefully. If we're not, we'll see you the week after, however it works. But Kevin and Nick want to thank you, and we'll talk soon.
All right. See you, buddy.